Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. So, after 3 days installing everything new and the new mainboard and a lot of work, a lot of blue screens and everything, but now everything should work. And today I will show you how I made this picture here. So the picture is quite easy. This is I did this with X particles, this cloth animation, but we can do it with cloth too, so we don't need X particles. But I will show both ways, so with the cinemas cloth and X particles. And yeah, somewhere I have an animation for this too. Oh, this is the animation. Yep. See, it works quite fine, and we will do this. And go back here. So good. First, let's make some spheres which we can cover. So we start with spheres. So I have to come in the program now. I did 3 days nothing but looking in my PC. So let's give it some more segments so we have a better collision calculation and anything, and we will clone this one. Graph cloner, make a grid array, and I think 2 by 2 by 2 should be more than enough. Okay, make it here smaller, so 100. It can intersect. I want it intersecting, and I want here on the cloner. I want a random effector. Okay. The position is okay here with 50, and the scale I want a uniform scale with, let's say, -0.5 and an absolute scale. So now maybe we do here 100. So something like this. This doesn't matter, just to have something randomly here. So first I want to make here everything in square. So I go 720. Okay. Now I want the cloner and rigid body tag. So I put a rigid body tag on it. You will find it with the right click and simulation rigid body here. But it's always better to put everything you need often put in your toolbar, and you have it whenever you need it. So here we have to do some important things. First, the inherit tag we want it to all. The next thing is I don't need any gravity here, so with Control D I can go in the project settings under dynamics and gravity to 0. And yeah, and here the force for the position to about 2 until 5. We try it. Let's see what we get. Play it. Yeah, that looks not bad. I don't want this rotation so much, so angular dampening on 50 maybe. Bing. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. And these guys we will cover. Should we do more? Well, let's make some more maybe. Cloner object 3, 3. So let's see what we get now. Boing. Yeah, okay, so we have more variety with the size and everything. Okay, good. I like it like it is here. Good. And now, yeah, this is when I put this now in when I just hit C, you will see, but I get this, but it's okay. We have still our tag here, our rigid body tag, so the animation still works. So, and I need just this. So okay, go something like here, and here I delete my tag, and I have my spheres here. If you want to make everything animated, so if you want the spheres move in let's go back a little bit. If you wanted the spheres move in the package, let's go back to the whole cloner thing. So let's make it something like this. Let's try it. I didn't try this with the normal cloth if this works, but it should work too. We just have to know how big we have to be. So something like this. Okay, this we want to cover. For this we need now something to cover. I could make a sphere around it, a big one, and then shrink this sphere. But with the sphere geometry, you have this, and with triangle it does not work so fine. I do it like this. I make a cube T for scale. I want that it goes. This is just not really exactly now. So okay, because I put this in a subdivision surface later, and so we have to do this new. Okay. And I want something like a sphere, but just with quads. So I take this cube, put this cube in a subdivision surface, and you see we get something like a sphere with quads. And I want more subdivisions. I say 5 looks good. And don't forget to make the subdivision and the renderer too. When we convert this, we see the subdivision surface. It takes the subdivisions from the renderer settings, not from the editor settings. So make this here a little bigger again, here, so that it cover everything. Looks fine here, looks fine here, looks fine here, looks fine everywhere. Good. Like see, editable, and we work with this. Next step. Let's give the subdivision surface here. This is the cover. And let's give this a cloth tag. Right click, simulation, text, and cloth. Good, cloth is nice. Here we need something, not really. I don't want gravity again. And the other things are more than less, we don't need it really. Now it does not much. So if I go one frame forward with G, let's go back here. And with G, when I go one frame forward, this the cloth does nothing. We have the spheres react, of course. And here we should make the sphere a little bigger. T for scale. We cannot scale it because of the simulation tag, of the cloth tag, so delete it again and make this a little bigger. So something like that. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Good. And again, give it a cloth tag. Boing. Okay. And again, I go back here with G one frame forward, but this works quite fast. Yeah, you see, it still goes out here. The cloth. Ah, here. Of course, I forgot. This is a new tag, so again. 0 here, no gravity. With G I go out. It's still too small, our sphere here. T for scale. Okay, and again, why not? Simulation tech. Because when the cloner explodes, something like this, this could be that the cloth intersects then, so that the cloner comes through the cloth, and this I want to avoid. So simulation tag, cloth again, force is nothing. Back to 0, G, now it looks good. Okay. Next step is our cloner needs a collision simulation cloth collider. Boing. And we need something that let our cloth shrink. So for this I go to simulate, particles, and an attractor in the middle of this whole thing here. And then let's go to the strength and let's say don't know how much. Let's try it with 500 for the moment. And G for 1 frame forward. G. Here does nothing, which is a little fun. Good. 1000. Does nothing. Did I for Let's see. Ah, it does something, you see. But this is too less. 10,000. Let's see if this works. Here comes okay, I know what's wrong. The sphere, they react to the attractor too. So let's see that we exclude here the attractor. Let's see what we have now. So now the cloner should not see the attractor, and it looks good. Okay. It's a little slow because we have the animation here too. For a still, I would make this clone editable and make no animation on the spheres, but it should work. Huh? See, we have now the spheres here. We have to see if they come through or not. So it looks not bad. Does you see? It looks quite nice. It looks quite nice. You say, what looks nice here? Okay, we'll show you what looks nice here. I'll take the cover here and go to the simulate and give it a close surface. With Alt, hold Alt on the keyboard and with the cover selected and tack. With one subdivision is okay here. You see, it immediately looks a little better, and I give it a little thickness. Boing. One should be enough. And to make this whole thing a little smoother, I select my cloth surface and Alt click on the subdivision surface. And now we get something really nice here. I think 2 is here enough. Let's see how this looks if we render this. We get a quite nice thing here. It's maybe a little too crumbled or something else, but the attractor is, I think, is a little too high. It goes back to 1000 and make this animation again. NA to remove the mesh here, not remove it so that we can't see the mesh. Let's see what it does now. With 1000, I think the attractor with 10,000 was a little too much. No, with 1000 it does not much. No, it does something. I think this looks better. I will cache this one and then we will see how it looks, so that I don't have to wait. I'll give it a little more frames, so go to 200. And now go to my cloth stack. First I think I cache the rigid body and then I cache the cloth. Let's go to the cloth and disable it for the moment, and I cache this for the cloner. This should go very fast, so bake object, and it's cached. And now I cache the cloth here. Calculate cache. This needs a little longer now, but I make a break and then I'll be back when it's ready and I'll tell you how long it's needed. So see you in a second. Okay, it's done, and it needed about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So, and what do we get? We get something like this, which looks very nice. So let's activate everything here. Of course, now with activated closed surface and subdivision surface, it is slower in the viewport. But we see it works really nice. Down, 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 down. I'm waiting until we see the first. Oh, what I miss, I don't see spheres here. Here is here and here intersecting. Ah, here it's covered here. Let's make this subdivision surface here X-ray. So we see more. Ah, that works. But it's maybe too big. But how does it look with the spheres? So the spheres explode and then they become smaller. Yeah, the whole series is too big here. So it doesn't really cover against, and does not really press against the spheres here. But if we make this smaller, then the explosion will come through the. What we could do is without explosion. Yeah. Okay, we do it without an explosion. Let's delete the cache here. Let's delete the cache here. Pre-object cache. Okay. Disable the tag here for the moment. And I go to my cloner. Let's hide this for the moment here. Go to my cloner and I do it like I did it before. So I'm here. Okay. I make it editable. See. Now I have this all and it works again like this. Okay, like it. And now I go to this here, to this tag, and I say here set initial state. That means in this state we start from 0 to 0. So I go back, you see, and we stay on this. That does not much now, of course. But if we put in now a little little dynamic, little turbulence maybe. So let's say turbulence 50. Let's see what it does. Scale it a little bigger. So down with the frequency. So we have a little movement in this whole thing. And now we can make, first all our spheres need a cloth collider tag. So go to simulation tag, cloth collider. This should be okay, everything. Nice. Now let's bring back our cloth here. And now we can make our cover here much smaller. So, yeah, I don't want to intersect. This is looks good so far. Okay. And now we make the same. I think now, because we have not so much space until to the spheres, so we should get a better result here. So first I make here and bake it, so this, you see that it looks extremely fast. Now to the cover we want a cloth stack here. Don't forget to turn off here. Everything we can do like it is, and now I cache this calculated, and I'm back in a second. So we are back, and again, so 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and let's see what we get. And I think this will be much better now. Yeah, this is much better. You see how nicely everything is covered here? This is exactly what I want. So, and if I go here to disable the X-ray here. Here it comes little, but this is not the sphere, this is the cover itself. It comes through here. This is the problem with the cloth tag. Let's see if we can make this a little better. Subsampling should help. So the self collision. This will, I think it will need long to calculate, but we will try it. Let's make 4 here. And cache. Empty cache, and I cache it again. For you guys I do everything, you know. So I'm back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So this needed now about 7 minutes to cache, but as I said, we are here on 4 subframes, subsampling, and we have turned on self collision. Let's see if this is worth it. But I think yes. Okay, so far so good. Here we have a very nice cover. The self collision definitely works. That looks very nice. Look at this. Now everything, look at this with the 4 subframes. Stop it, and let's see if we have nowhere, nothing comes through, no intersections, no nothing. That's great. A better result than I had with the X particles. But with the X particles, honestly, I did not test very much, and I made it wrong too. So meanwhile, I know a better way. So, and I will show you later. That looks great. We can say we are done. It works something like this. And to texture, this is quite easy. So most of the people wanted to show it without Octane. I show you to render it without Octane, but not in a high quality, because this would need too long, I think. Let's see. So we don't need a lot here. We need a material for our spheres. And yeah, I took my original ones, it's a beach texture, but I don't want to use it here because this is a little secret. This will be in the next texture pack, which I release soon for patrons over €5. And yeah, so let's make a simple material for the spheres. Let's hide the cover for the moment. Yeah, make a gradient. Bam. Let's take a nice gradient, something like what looks nice and fresh, full color here. Not so much heat, that looks nice. Okay, put it. You should, if you put it on the normal, on the null object, you see it looks like this. This is not really what I want. So I take it on every one of the spheres. And it's easier to make it here. So if I go to the assignment and just drag in all the spheres, now I see, whoops. Okay. And this is not what I want. So let's go to here, to the gradient, and try 3D spherical. Get something like this. Let's see how this looks when we render it. Same. So let's go to the text here, to the texture text, and bring them this. They are on spherical, okay. Let's see. From spherical to UV. That makes no difference normally here. Okay. Stay with spherical and maybe, I don't know. You can try whatever you want, of course. Radial. No, spherical is okay. Circular. Circular could be okay, but yeah, let's try the circular or not. Okay, to start at 0, 50. 50 or whatever. Just play around like you want. I leave it now like this, so that this is okay. But to get a nice thing, a nice render, we need of course something to reflect, to light, and you know this whole thing. So a little reflectance, no diffuse, just glossy reflectance. Looks nice. Maybe not so much, maybe a little. So good. I bring in now, and let's make first another material, and this time I need just transparency and pet. This should work. Reflectance without diffuse, and yeah, if you want a little blurriness, but I warn you, but the blurriness needs longer to render, of course. But it looks on a pad like plastic, it looks better if you have a little blurriness. But you can do it with in the reflectance channel with a little roughness, maybe. But just try it. I will see how I do it. First I bring this now on our subdivision surface here. Ding. It already looks nice. But of course we need something, and I put in my Nikomedias Scene Rig, of course. Hello Rick. Hello Nick. And I don't need any background here because I want to bring this in a picture. So, and for the HDRI, I don't want the studio HDRI. I take something like from indoor here. These are my own, select my own collection here. So, and but they are mostly free HDRIs, so you can find them anywhere on the net. So let's say I take this HDRI here, drag it in, and render now with GI, and let's see what we get. And it looks very nice. It's this nice plastic thing. And but we want to see our HDRI, so as is seen by camera. That makes it much nicer. And we have a very nice render. We did nothing with this very nice render. And yeah, if you don't want this with the scene rig, if you don't want to see the big the background, and you want to make it with a background, with a simple background, so I turn the background on, and let's say I want this with a dark background. So go to the background. You have to do one thing. You see here we have now a dark background. If you don't want this, if you think this is not nice with a dark background, these bright areas here, go to the HDRI and simply turn off Scene by Refraction. If you turn this off, you will see. So that looks now with the dark background much more realistic. But I want it looks nice, it looks very nice too. But I want it with the backgrounds, with the background picture. So refraction on, background off, and of course seen by camera on. And we have a very nice picture. And it renders quite fast. We don't need any blur, I think. We have a little roughness in the here in the reflectance. The reflectance is off. Let's see. Okay, we have a little roughness here in the reflections. You see 10% here. In the glossy we have 10% too. In the transparency we have nothing here. The glossy we have 10%. But I think that does not make much difference. Make it 100% here. We don't need the glossy one here. Okay, can turn this on, off. Go to the roughness here, the transparency. Yeah, here now it works. Okay, yeah, it's nice rough. But if I do this now with blurriness, let's say a 15% blurriness, does not need so long. No, this is too much, so 5. I will save this for, so save it, where am I now? I did everything new now, so I put it here, it doesn't matter. Hopefully I find it later. So plastic cover. So okay, and I try to render one with a little better things out here. You see, it renders quite fast. This is, yeah, we see that it's a very, very nice render. It looks great. And still it's animatable. If you take more turbulence or something else and let the spheres move a little bit, so everything should work here. Nice. We have a great render here. And for octane, this is I don't think I need the octane for this. It is just making specular material in octane, and it's the same. So it's with a little roughness, and this is the same. So, but I want to show you how. So we have now this with cloth, with the cinema's own cloth. Now let's do this with X particles. Good. We disabled here everything first. We don't need the collider tags here anymore, but I just disabled them because I don't want to. I want to give the patrons can download the project file, and so I want to have both. Oh no, it's not necessary, because if you don't have X particles, you can not use both. So I can delete this. This first one is just for physical render, for physical render of course, but first for people without X particles. And now I save it again and say here XP for X particles, and here we make the dynamics are this. No, the dynamics, we don't need the dynamics here. I think only dynamics we need is for the Here's, yes, but not the cloth. The cloth we do with the X particles. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay. Okay, so let's hide this. How do we do this with X particles now? Okay. So, okay, go back, and now I should come to. Oh, I have now not. I deleted the cloth tag, and now it stays like this. Okay, let's go back. Fortunately, I have thousands steps back in the settings, so, and now I can delete the cloth tag. Here I give just a selection which does not exist, so now that the material does not know where it should be, so it does nothing. Good. And now I wanna bring in the NV. I want to bring in the mesh that you can see what the X particles do. So let's bring this down here. So I select my cover. This is my. I show you in a new file with X particles how it works. So what it does. I make a simple plane. And let's say 100 by 100. Okay. It's more subdivision is nicer it will be, of course, but for this is okay. And you don't have to make it editable. So just simply go to X particles now. Dynamics objects, XP cloth, and create cloth. That's it. You see, we get something here, and under the plane we get the cloth deformer, and we have everything we need. What does it? First thing is we get this cloth modifier. You can do nothing. You get this cloth tag. Here you can set up your cloth and tearing and everything, and so. But we don't need to be very interested about this. We get the constraint. Everything is set up for cloth now. And the gravity. I don't need gravity. I don't want the gravity, so I disable it. The emitter is set to object. This is our plane now. You see? And it emits on every point of this plane, and on one particle per source element. So one particle per point will be created. So, and the emission is set to shot, is one frame, it doesn't matter here, one frame, and nothing does matter, the shot count doesn't matter because we have per point 1 meter. And let's go to the display so that we can see it better and make here circles. And when I hit play now, you see we have on each point we have one emitter. Okay, this is nice, but the particle size is a little too big. They should not intersect. So make the particle size a little smaller. 2 maybe. Does this not 1? It should do something. Let's see. Display circle. Particle size. Should be okay normally. So. But why does it not go smaller? I have to do more with the particles, for sure. Because this does not change, so I want it. Circle single color, can I not say the circle size is the particle size or something else? Show particles, constraint. It doesn't matter, we will see it. If it does not work correctly, it is the emitter. Yeah, come on. I am blind here. So I go back to 1, this should work. And it does nothing at the moment. But let's bring in just a simple X particle modifier. Motion, turbulence, and let's see what it does. See, it reacts like cloth. This is because of because everything is set up, the constraints and everything, so it makes cloth out of it. And so simple it is this, to make cloth with X particles. So, okay, that means we just need here to go to our cover. Go to our X particle, cloth, create cloth. So we can drag this out. We don't have now a deformer here, but we have this tag, this cloth tag directly, because this is converted. This is already a polygon object. So the other thing that the deformer is something like the deformer we have here. With the correction deformer, it makes an editable object and without converting. But okay, we have everything here, and what we don't have when we have this, we don't have gravity here. But I don't want it, so it's okay. So this should be now cloth. What we need now is in the corner here in the spheres, we need a right click. X particles, XP collider, of course. Should be set everything like we want it, and we want that the particles travel inside, so to each other. That means we need an attractor. We go to X particles. And modifiers, motion, attractor. Hello. So let's see if it does something. Which and it definitely does something. Here we don't. The cloth collision is. We set everything to collider, everything, so it's everything set correctly up here. But I want it a little stronger. So I go to the acceleration and let's say 1000. See what I get then. Okay. Looks nice. But yeah, it works. We don't need here the attractor and the turbulence. It's disabled, but we don't need them. The attractor, let's see what we can do more here. Cross modifier does nothing else. Just here. The structure go down 10% here. It crumbles more together. Yeah, it crumbles more together. Now it covers very nice the sphere here. Yeah, this is what I want. I don't want more. And if I put on this NA, we have a nice plastic cover all over our thing. Let's see if it looks so nice like before. Deleted it. So I'm not on middle chair, but let's see if it. And we have it with X particles. And it works perfect too. So easy it is with X particles and the cloth. And both works great here. So even the cloth, Cinema 4D cloth, works very, very nice for it. I've seen it. This covers wonderful everything. So I like it looks. Okay. So we have it. We are done. Okay, I hope you like this. I was a little maybe not really concentrated today because my thoughts are still on my in my computer. I worked now really 3 days almost without sleep, just in the computer. But now everything works fine and great, and it works much better than I expected. And so it should be. And yeah. So I hope you can do something with this. I hope you like this. I hope you learned something. And the next tutorial will come soon, of course. Latest on weekend. Unfortunately, I have to work between. So I really would prefer just making tutorials and everything. Maybe some time when the donations work good and the Patreon works nice. Maybe I can just concentrate on this and on just making tutorials and just answering questions and just, yeah, let's see how we can do it. So for now, I wish you all the best. Best regards here from Vienna, and have a nice evening. At least here it's evening. And yeah, if you need some everything you need, you will find it in the description, as I say every time. Plugins and everything. And if you want to donate, you will find a link in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do this. Link in the description. Yeah, and for the Patreons, soon will come for Octane and for Physical Render a new, not a new, so an update for the texture pack. There is a lot new, so and I work on it, and yeah, there will come a lot, and I hope you will need it. And yeah, is there something more to say? Not really. I plan to make some question and answer thing live, but this I don't know when I find time for this. So and I will see how I can do it with this live thing. Yeah, and I have to repair me for live streaming. Okay, so okay. Have a nice day, have a nice evening. If you have questions, requests, complaints, just write me and I will answer as soon as I can. And I try to really answer every single question. Good, so that's it now, and I say tschüss und baba.